Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. It's Emmy. How are you? It's great to see you and welcome back. Today's video is sponsored by Skillshare, an online learning community that offers thousands of classes for the creative and curious-minded. I've learned so much from Skillshare, and right now I am taking a class that's hosted by Christopher Griffin, and it's all about houseplants. It's called Plants at Home, Uplift Your Spirit and Your Space, and it is a great place to learn more about houseplants. Whether you're a beginner or if you're like me and you've kept houseplants for a long time, it's a great little resource to get information on how to take care of houseplants. The class is super approachable. He gives you 3 plants that are really hardy and great for beginners and teaches you how to analyze your space for humidity, for light, and what plants will suit your environment. And projects like these are so wonderful for times like these, and I find that Skillshare is a great resource for that. I feel that I can set an accomplishable goal, I'm learning something, it's productive, I'm being creative, and it is a great way for me to deal with uncertainty. You can even ask Wee, my little brother. This is the advice that I would often give him when you're dealing with uncertainty or just general. Find a project. An accomplishable project. It can be short term, but it's such a great feeling to complete a project, to learn something, to make something. It boosts your spirits and it gives you this really great sense of accomplishment and that you've made something. It's just a beautiful thing. It makes me feel so good and so happy, and you've brought something into the world. So at a time when so many important conversations are being had, your voice is more important than ever. So I love the idea of unlocking your creativity and using it for social good. And when you join the Skillshare community, you're entering a community of like-minded people. You can get inspired, you can communicate, you can share. So whether you're joining to fend off boredom, or you're focusing on self-care, or you're just wanting to find a community of like-minded creatives, Skillshare is a place to keep you learning. So the first 1,000 people to click the link down below will receive a free Skillshare premium membership, and after that, it works out to be about $10 a month. Big thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Now today I'm going to show you how you can take this very homely spud and turn it into crispy, puffy chips. And I found this recipe and video here on YouTube. I'll put a link down below. It comes from My Kitchen 101 EN. So this recipe is not difficult, but it does take some time. I've been working on this project for a couple days now, and the first thing you're going to do is work on your spud. And specifically, you want a russet potato. This has the correct amount of starch for this recipe. We're going to peel it. Then you're going to dice it into 1/2-inch cubes, and you need 150 grams, which is about a cup. Place that into a steamer, and you're going to steam this on high heat for about 12 minutes, say the directions. Mine took a little bit longer. Mine was more like 20 minutes. So while the potatoes are warm, we're going to mash them. And I use this little gadget, and this is called a potato ricer. It's great for mashing potatoes. So place your spuds in there and give them a good squeeze, and that'll get any lumps out. And to our warm, mushed spuds, we're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1½ teaspoons of sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of chicken powder, and 1 teaspoon of vegetable oil. Give this all a thorough mix. And to that, we're going to add 150 grams, or about a cup and 1/3 of tapioca flour. Tapioca is a starch or flour that comes from the yucca or the cassava tuber, and it is used in South America and all over Asia. You can order it online, or you can find it at your local Asian market. And stir this really well. Next, we're going to add 85 grams or 3½ ounces of water. So this dough is very interesting. It's simultaneously sticky and crumbly. So I just mixed it until it formed a dough, and then I placed it on a piece of plastic wrap and formed it into a cylinder, rolled it up, and then I used the ends of the plastic wrap to roll this into a cylinder that was nice and tight. And then I placed this in the refrigerator for 1 hour. So after 1 hour, take your cylinder out, remove the plastic. So you want to take a small saucepan, fill it about 2/3 of the way, enough water to cover your log, and bring that up to a boil. Add a little bit of salt. Then place your tapioca potato log into the water and simmer it for 25 minutes. And every so often you want to use a spatula to kind of gently pry it off the bottom so it doesn't stick. And kind of rotate it so it cooks evenly. So on a gentle simmer, you're going to boil this for 25 minutes. After 25 minutes, you're going to just ever so carefully lift it out of the water and place it onto a piece of parchment paper. So let your log cool for about an hour at room temperature, then wrap it in plastic and place it in the refrigerator and cool it for 12 to 24 hours. Once your log has completely cooled, we are ready to slice it. I used a mandolin, but you can also use a very sharp knife, and you're going to slice these into 1 to 2 millimeter slices, fairly thin. So after boiling, we're going to dehydrate these. It's kind of similar to my pasta snacks that I made. You can do this on a rack in the sun, or what I did was I placed them in my dehydrator and I left them in there for 12 hours. So here are the chips, completely dried, and they are rock hard. Hear that? Super hard. So I've got a cast iron skillet here heating up with about a ½ inch of peanut oil. Based on the thumbnail, these chips look very similar to some chips that my mom made my brother and I as a kid, and they come in these thin, almost clear like wafers, and you put them in hot oil and they puff up and fry immediately. They have a great, almost styrofoamy texture, and the ones that she fried up were shrimp flavored, and she purchased them. You can just purchase these little wafers at the Asian market, and she fried them up for us. I remember them being delicious, but she never made them from scratch like I'm doing here today. 340. Okay, we are there. Let's do this. Here we go. I really hope this works. Here we go. Fry. Why aren't you frying? You should be frying immediately. Maybe it's not quite hot enough. Okay. Oh, it's happening! It's happening! Oh, thank goodness. Yay, look, my chip is happening! Yay! Okay, I'm gonna add a couple more. Look at that. Yes, okay, I'm gonna take this out. This is getting golden fast. All right, I'm gonna put a few in there so as not to get this pot too hot. All right, these are working. I'm so pleased. Yes, 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 yes. I love it when a plan comes together. Put some more chips in. All right, we're gonna get these out so they don't get golden too fast. Ah, this is great. Oh, these look awesome. They don't take any time to fry at all. Look at this. It totally worked. I am so pleased. Whenever I work on these projects that require some time investment, I'm always so happy that they turn out, because that means I don't have to do them again. Okay, now while these are still warm, let's go ahead and give them a taste. All right, here we go. Itadakimasu. As you can hear, they have a great big crunch and almost exactly the same texture as those shrimp chips I remember having as a kid. Those ones were very, very styrofoamy. These ones are a little bit firmer. I think it's because I sliced these a little bit thicker, but they're delicious, super tasty. I think the addition of sugar, salt, and more specifically that chicken powder, the chicken bouillon powder, these are delicious. Delicious. And they have a great potatoey flavor too, kind of like a processed potato snack flavor. These taste almost like something you would buy from the store. They're delicious. All right, my lovelies, that's how you transform a potato into a fluffy chip. So good. Thanks so much for joining me, and big thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Be one of the first 1,000 to click the link down below to receive a free trial of Skillshare's premium membership, and after that, it works out to be $10 a month. Thanks again for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media, like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo, take care, bye!